All right, I take you through a typical warm-up routine, which we do prior to all exercises. So we start with straight arms, stretch the arms out, point your fingers, and 5 rotations to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next one, we turn that into big circles. 1, and at the same time, when we bring up your hands, you look up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Now we're gonna do a stretch. Point those fingers out. Really push those fingers out and create some space in your joints. Make sure both of your feet are on the ground. You're not lifting up your heels. 1, come back. 2, come back. 3, come back. 4, come back. 5, and 6. Cool. Next one, hip rotations. Put both fingers on one of your hip joints. Make sure both feet stay fully on the ground and you are not lifting up your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And imagine you are drawing circles with your hip joint in front of you. Now we are changing the direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we go to the right hip joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we go anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, now we are focusing on our legs. Very important when we are doing those circles with our toes. The other leg is super straight and we are pushing throughout our heel to engage our glute. We can, if we are lifting up our right leg, we can take our left hand and we put it on our bum and we feel how the glute is engaged. We start with small circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we go anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we turn this into big circles and we imagine we have a blackboard in front of us and we are drawing big circles with our toes onto that blackboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure this leg is straight. Now we are making small circles with our knees. This angle is kind of 90 degrees and this foot is very loose. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Now we do the same thing on the other leg. So the right leg is super straight. As we are doing that with our left leg, I'm taking my right hand and I put it on my bum. Small circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now knee 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. What we are now missing are the rock ups. It's a really nice shoulder stretch. Make sure your knees are always together when you do that exercise. All right, let's get started. Rocking back. And 1, 2, and forward. 1 and 2. Number 1. Gonna do that 5 times. 1, 2, 1, 2. Number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Number 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. This was number 4 and 5. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Make sure your back is always straight. So when you come forward, don't lean forward. Make sure your back is super straight by pulling in your tummy and making an effort that your lower back is straight and your knees are together. All right, that's it. That's our warm-up routine. In the end, we can do a child's pose. I really enjoy doing a child's pose at the end, really stretching out. Make sure when you do the child pose that you are pushing your head in the same line as your arms, and you're pushing out those arms, and you're really stretching out, and you're pushing your bum into your heels. If you can't push your bum into your heels, you will see over time you get more flexible, and that won't be an issue anymore. All right.